Hello, Andy. It was weird. Happy Tuesday. So let's talk about it Tuesday. I've probably made this video like 7 to 8 times already. And it's because every time I do, I start and I either drop a giant name bomb that we're not supposed to be dropping, or I tell about a place that it's like obviously where we're from that we're not supposed to tell, or my camera and my phone just nopes. It just decides to stop working. But I'm determined. I will make this video. I'm having a lot of fun doing it, and it gets better every single time. So yeah. So I didn't want to. I just didn't know what I was gonna make these videos about. So I just kind of decided to go with whatever. And I remember that my kids always tell me that I'm a good storyteller. So I decided that I would just tell you a story about the most interesting part of my week. I feel like that's very personal. I feel like I can make it fun because I'm very over dramatic and flamboyant. And I think it's gonna be good and you're gonna still be here with me. You get me? I'm gonna make it as personal as I can to you. So the story I'm gonna tell is the story of last Saturday. If you were watching our group chat, the Swag Nation group chat, you would know that last Saturday a lot of people wanted to make plans. A lot of plans were made and nothing concrete happened. But that Saturday I wanted to go out. School was kicking the crap out of me and I just wanted to like go. So I texted Bonshay, the nickname drop, Bonshay, and I told her, let's do something. So we decided that we were gonna go to one of the fancier parts. But that Saturday, I wanted to go out. School was kicking the butt. Like my school was kicking my butt, and I just didn't want to stay home. And I texted Bonshay, the name drop, and we decided that we would go to one of the fancier parks in where we live. And they were showing a movie night. They were showing the Oscar nominated film and like beautiful, heartbreaking, glorious film, Alvin and the Chipmunks 4. And we just had to be there. But we decided to just go and see that movie, and the people that went were basically Zeal, except for Vero, because Vero had schoolwork. And we went to that child infested, mom infested, dad infested park, and we sat all the way in the back with a blanket, eating way too much fried chicken because we bought too much. That's a little fact, a little funny joke. We bought way too much fried chicken, and we just saw the movie and we hung out. And when the movie ended, we looked at the time and it was still 10:30. And we thought, "Hey, we're young and wild and free like the Hillsong album. Like let's just do something else." So we walked back to Sifu Kai's van, and when we looked inside, we realized that Banshe and her siblings had brought Clue. So you know what it was. This night turned into a Clue night, and we did what every teenager does at 10:30 on a Saturday night. We lowered the seats in Sifu Kai's van, and we clued all night. It was really fun because we put our iPhones like as the light instead of the van to save battery, and it was like this creepy glowing atmosphere. And then Sifu Kai and David, like the crazy boys they are, decided to play like creepy music. I did not condone this. It was them, not me. I was just going with it. But it was fun. And at one point, I thought I had won and that I guessed the clues right, and it turned out I was wrong and I ruined the entire game. And that's how the game ended. And when we looked at the time, it was already midnight. And when we looked around, the park was completely empty. Like, no security, no like workers, nothing. It was just complete emptiness. And we decided to go home. So when we were driving towards the exit, what we were met with was a gate. And that gate was completely locked. And surrounding that gate were cameras all over. At that point, we realized that we were locked in. And at that point, the panic set in. And I could just see the fear in Sifu Kai's eyes that he was like, the police are gonna come and they're gonna arrest us for trespassing. In my head, I was wondering, wouldn't trespassing be like going in when it's already locked? Like, we were just locked in. And I wasn't really as freaked out as everybody else was. I was like, in my head, I was thinking, heck yeah, this is a wild night. Like, we're locked in a park. My only concern was that I would have to like stay there all night and my parents would be wondering where I was at like 6 in the morning. But aside from that, it was a nice part of town. I didn't think I was gonna get robbed. I didn't bring anything that important. I was a cool lemonade. Yeah. So Sifu Kai decides, let's split up and let's look for another exit. I already know there's no other exit, but I humor him. So I drive around, and after like 2 minutes, we meet back up, and he's on the phone with a fellow church friend that works at the same park. That fellow church friend informs us that us like there's the gate, and it's a large gate, and there's two sidewalks, and those two sidewalks, the parallel sidewalks, there are other gates, like sidewalk gates. Those sidewalk gates, although small, can fit a van, and we could exit through the sidewalk gates. Now, the thing is that there are cameras. And although they were gonna catch us, we had to do it. Like, we had to go through the sidewalk gates. So with David, like with the plane things, I don't know what that's called, like signaling us through the gate, we managed to get Sifu Kai's van like through the grass, through some bushes, and like on the sidewalk where we all left, like driving over a sidewalk and over bushes and onto like the street. And let me tell you, the panic and the adrenaline and the anxiety that we were gonna, like, first of all, just get arrested, and second, just like destroy something like our cars or the gate in itself. It was kind of fun. I have no regrets looking back at it. My only fear is that any second now, like, the police are gonna show up and be like, ma'am, we have surveillance footage of you, like, after closing time in the park, driving through the grass, through some bushes, and onto the sidewalk. I'm afraid we're gonna have to bring you in. I don't think I'm gonna get in trouble. I think it's fine. It's been like 4 days. I honestly, I had a lot of fun. Like, honestly, that night just really showed me how much I value like Zeal and Sifu Kai and David and Navi and Banshe as friends. I was just like, they're really good friends. Like, I I am horrible in panic situations. I am horrible under pressure. And for some reason that night, even though I should have been under pressure, I was totally relaxed. And I think it was just because I had my friends with me. And I think it was because if I were to get jumped, I know Sifu Kai would, like, with all he can, try to stop me from getting hurt. And so would David. And I think that the girls panicking with me just helped me even more. As mean as that sounds, it did. So yeah, I learned the power of friendship, and I learned how much fun it is to play Clue till midnight. And I learned that my parents are genuinely not concerned when I come home at 1:30 in the morning. And I don't know whether to be upset that they don't care more or to be happy. I'm gonna go with happy. I'm gonna go with that they trust me. I think I'm an adult. I think they know that. I'm gonna go with that. Yeah. So I hope you kind of enjoyed this little story, this little piece of us, of Zeal, of the group. And I hope to see you next week. I don't know. I hope you're liking this and I am not forgetting about you. And I love you. Bye, Andy. I just had to go with this crazy bun, right? I'm being natural for you.